Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My apologies. I got caught on that Throgs Neck Brick traffic, so morning to afternoon is relative. Good morning, faculty. How are you all? For the elders, good afternoon. I keep saying good morning. My apologies. The elders in the audience, I have to ask your permission to proceed. So for the elders in the audience, do I have your permission to proceed? Thank you. Madasi Madasipa. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour what we call libations. And this is very, very important because what we have to do in the culture is we have to give thanks for all of those that came before us. QCC in and of itself has its own history of students that had to persevere, that had to strive for them to get to the point that they're at right now and strive for excellence. So as we're celebrating and acknowledging the young people that are going to be graduating here, as well as celebrating and acknowledging all of the faculty members that are here to support them through their educational process, we have to thank the ones that came before us. You understand what I'm doing? All right, here we go. I give thanks for all the ancestors that came before us. I give thanks for all the educators who have committed themselves to the educational process to a point where they transitioned from this realm, leaving a door and a space for others to proceed and succeed in their place. I give thanks to the administrators who have also sacrificed and who are no longer with us right now and who have done the same. I give thanks to the family members who have also sacrificed to make sure that their children and their children's children and their children's children's children could be in this space to take advantage of the opportunities here at QCC. I give thanks to the ancestors that brought me here to this space, and I will say their names. George McIntosh, Cecil McEwen, Mary Alice Simpson. I give thanks now, and I ask the audience to give thanks for all of their ancestors who paved the way for them to be here for their children, their children's children, and their children's children's children. As I pour this, please feel free to say the names of those that have passed and are no longer here. Ashe. 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 And finally, as we are in some turbulent times in this community, in the world, I give thanks to those who have lost their lives unjustly. I give thanks to those who are on the other side and no longer with us, but shining down on us and showing us their love. For us all to be here today, we have to acknowledge that. It's a blessing for us to be here. It's a blessing for us to acknowledge this space. So we give thanks to all of those energies. I say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe yo. Elders, do I have your permission to begin this ceremony? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Can you all hear me? Okay. Can we give Professor Kevin McEwen and his drummer a round of applause, please? All right, before we officially get started, for those of you looking for a program, we're trying to be sustainable here. So we have the QR code. It was up there. It's not anymore. But as the program rolls, if you see the QR code again, scan it, and then you'll have access to the entire program. Okay. So this ceremony was organized by the QCC Incubator. This was established in February of 2020 through a grant that was offered through the New York City Council. And so at this time, I'm going to take some time to acknowledge the members of the incubator. And when I call your name, I'm just asking you to please stand. So Dr. Keisha Smith. Dr. Carrie Ann Smith. Mr. Rodney Shannon. Mr. Jamal Biggs. Mr. Stephen Atkins. And lastly, myself, Dean Tacola Russell. All right. Today, we stand on the shoulders of Andrew Davis, Beatrice Jackson, Burnett Ford, and Donald Hamilton, the first Black graduates of Queensborough Community College. I am proud to dedicate today's program to them and to you, the class of 2024. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. So as I stated, I am Dean Tacola Russell. If you've never met me, congratulations. If you have, also congratulations. All continuing students here today, come see me before someone sends you to me, or just to come say hello. I promise we have candy, thanks to my lovely admin assistant, Erica. And if you catch me on a good day, I bring pastries, cake, all that good stuff to the office. So please, I'm in library room 419. Yes, I have to bribe students to come see me, and I have no shame in doing that. All right. So what do I do here? I am the Dean of Students, and while I do a lot of stuff around conduct and community standards, my work goes beyond those tough conversations. I'm actually your advocate, and it's my pleasure to stand in front of you as a Black woman and as your dean to congratulate and celebrate with you today. It's quite ironic that I have been asked to host the Sankofa ceremony last year, this year, and I'm told forever. Because this is a full circle moment for me. Like many of you, I have wanted to give up so many times, but what keeps me going here at QCC is each and every one of you in this crowd and being here to celebrate you and your accomplishments today. Maybe on your first day here, like me, you thought, oh, what did I get myself into? Am I going to make it? How am I going to get through this? But what's good in quitting, right? So I want you to look around because we are all here to celebrate you today in this momentous milestone that you've accomplished. Now, as you go, don't forget about us and leave us here. We still have work to do. So I ask you to come back. I ask you to hire students from QCC when you start making millions. Maybe I'll need a new job. If you're making millions, you can hire me. We'll have that conversation on the side. But seriously, come back, give back, and stay connected. This is your personal invitation to come back to Sankofa next year. Don't forget where it all started for you. We've been telling you that you can go anywhere from here. Just don't go anywhere and not share with us where you're going and where you've been. We want to know and we want to stay in touch with you. So before I get sentimental and a little bit teary-eyed, some of these people may be surprised to know that I cry, let's get on with this program. Thank you for being here. Thank you, family members and friends of all of our students, for supporting your graduates today. And thank you, QCC, for this remarkable event. Remember, this is not graduation, though, so I expect to see each and every one of you on Friday on time. What time? What time? No, I don't hear you. Okay, thank you. Much better. On time, on Friday. All right. So, with that said, let's all please stand for the Black National Anthem sang by one of our very own, Miss Shamanique Jackson.
Good afternoon, everyone. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let all rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the door past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. God of 4 weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who has brought us thus far on the way, thou who has by thy might lead us into the light. Keep us forever in thy path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand true to our God and true to our native land. True to our God and true to our native land.
Thank you, Shamanique. That was absolutely beautiful. So, here to provide us with an official welcome message, I'd like to introduce our esteemed president, Dr. Christine Mangino.
So good afternoon, everyone, and it is indeed a pleasure to be here at the second annual Sankofa celebration. Sankofa is where you get a chance to honor yourselves. This celebration is an example of the culture of care Queensborough works to cultivate every day, and I am honored to be part of a ceremony that acknowledges a cultural practice that is important to each of you. And I'm excited to hear from our student speakers today, our student government president, the president of the Black Student Union, and a student from the Male Resource Center. And I congratulate all the graduates. You represent the best of who we are at Queensborough. And yet I know you are not on this journey alone. So I want to recognize the family and friends who have joined you today. Where would any of us be without our village? This is a joyful day for them as well, and we should take a moment to thank them for their support. And I hope you take this moment in and recognize all that you have accomplished. It has been a pleasure watching you all pursue your dreams and arrive at this moment. And I look forward to watching each of you cross the stage on Friday on time. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mangino. Next up, we have our SGA President, Davia Willis.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. That is it. Good morning again, and a hearty welcome to the second annual Sankofa ceremony. Thank you all for taking the time to join in this special event to acknowledge, congratulate, and celebrate our students that identify as Black or African American. It is indeed an honor to speak before you all today and to share in the festivities amongst my peers, administrators, parents, colleagues, and well-wishers. Today, as we celebrate the Sankofa ceremony, Sankofa means to go back and get it. Often we find ourselves in an unfamiliar environment with a new experience and with a new group of networks. This, I believe, describes most, if not all of us, but some more than others. For many that do not know, I'm an international student from the island of Jamaica, and the dynamic and social The dynamics and the social expectations of New York City were new to me, and so I had to master the skill of adaptation. Over a year in New York City, I found that the Davia who came in August of 2022 was not the Davia you would have seen in fall of 2023. And so I decided to go back home to remind myself of who I was and what it is that I have within. I am sure the same can be said for many of us. We have had to go back to the place that shaped us, or create the context to remind ourselves if we're not able to go back physically, to get that lecture, to get that experience, to get that air, or just to remind ourselves of our rhythm. It also beckons us to look back with reverence and draw strength from our roots, and to chart a course toward a future filled with promise and possibility. I, for one, am not a fan of history, but we must acknowledge that we stand on the shoulders of giants, carrying with us the hopes and dreams of generations past. What we have here today is a result of sacrifice, compromises, and strong advocacy by those before us. As we reflect on the trials and tribulations of our ancestors, let us draw inspiration from their resilience, their unwavering faith, and their unyielding determination. In the words of Nelson Mandela, the greatest glory in living lies not in the never failing, but in rising every time that we fall. Let us honor their memory by embracing adversity as a stimulus for growth, by turning setbacks into opportunities, and by refusing to be defined by the limitations imposed upon us. A few weeks ago, I was a presenter at a conference in Chicago, and when I got to the room, I observed that I was the only person of color, and I also noticed that the other presenters sat together and I alone. Instead of being consumed by fear and intimidation, I challenged myself to see the positive, which was that I was exceeding expectations. As I close, my fellow graduates, remember the words of Maya Angelou. I come as one, but I stand as 10,000. I am proud of your journey. And whilst we may not know each other's pathways, I am super proud of your unwillingness to quit or never show up. And I salute you for making it to this point, and I'm excited to see where you go next. Congratulations, class of 2024.
All right, thank you, Davia. At this time, my colleague, Stephen Atkins, the ASAP Career Senior Advisor, will come up and introduce our Black Student Union speaker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can I be heard okay? All right. I usually have a large mouth. I usually wouldn't even want to use a microphone, but I think this is a time where I need to do so. What a beautiful crowd, and welcome to everyone who's here today. Black Student Union is a space where students of color can join, share ideas, think about things that they can, look to facilitate to make change in the world. I think it's a place that is necessary for every and all college campuses. We have welcomed a Black Student Union here at Queensborough Community College, and I'm truly proud of the work that they have been doing. This young man that's coming up, I don't give him enough praise because I'm kind of hard on stuff, But he's an old soul. He reminds me to some degree of myself. He's done some great work he's done some great work this year with his executive board. And I would like for you to please welcome our Black Student Union President, Mr. William Hunter.
How's everybody doing today? I can hear you. Before I get started, I want to pay homage to everybody who helped me get here and poured into my spirit. People like Mr. Atkins, Mr. Jamal. Y'all can clap. My Vice President, Shamini Jackson, my Senator Jay Dubé, my younger sister, Ayana Hunter, Tatiana from the QMRC, Ananda from the QMRC, Kanuja from the QMRC. All of these people helped me get here, and I would not be here without them. But getting started. Good afternoon, graduates, staff, faculty, family, and friends. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate the opportunity to have me here. My name is William Wayne Hunter II, and I am a music production major, a peer mentor at the Queensborough Male Resource Center, and the president of the Black Student Union. To the spring 2024 graduates, congratulations. Your chapter in Queensborough is approaching its end, but that's not the end. Your journey will only get difficult as you strive for greatness, but greatness has never been easy. As we continue setting out to do wonderful things in remarkable places, we must really come to honor the meaning behind the word Sankofa. As Davia Willis said, Sankofa is about going back to get it, returning to your roots, to get the knowledge that you need to move forward. This is symbolized by a bird that has its feet facing forward while it is reaching back and carrying a precious egg. Now, a little about myself. Before I was a music production major, I majored in criminal justice. What led me to criminal justice was my appreciation for international relations, and I was entertained by the idea of going into politics. As I continued through my first semester, it became clear that criminal justice was no longer my calling. As much as I had these grandiose ideas, I had no foundation to build upon. That being said, I was overwhelmed and decided that education was not for me. Higher education was not for me. So I left school and I went to work at an ice cream parlor. And I was determined to figure out my place in the world and understand where I was going. Now, although I was insistent, I didn't have many roots to look back upon. But as I continued and thought I was going in the right path, I became more lost. But the more lost I became, the more I reached towards my roots, and I started to find bits and pieces of myself that I didn't realize were there in the beginning. And I started to understand that although this is the path that I'm on now, this wasn't the path that was that was forever. This wasn't the path that was paved for me. There was still room for change. So that being said, I decided that in looking towards my roots, I would follow the path that they outlined for me, the path of music. And after realizing that my roots were so deeply embedded in music, I figured that this is the path that I would go to without looking back. There would be no stopping me. I was determined to get to wherever I needed to get to, no questions asked. Upon having this realization, the only question that I had after learning from the missteps and triumphs of those who came before me is, how can I move forward while acknowledging the path that they helped me find? Because I would not be here without my ancestors and without the people who came before me. And the answer I came to was that I must respect the craft. Now, rather than attempting to progress as a solo entity, I encourage all graduates to embrace your roots. Not only do I encourage you to embrace your roots, I encourage you to learn from the greats and the path they blazed in history to ignite yours. Rather than attempting to progress as a solo entity, we should look towards those who are surrounding us to find our place, to find our footing. As Black students, one of the most important times of the year is February, the month where we learn about our history, paved in struggle, but painted in resilience. The knowledge we reach back for will allow us to conquer the obstacles ahead of us, for it will be the difference between history repeating itself and us making history. Do not neglect or underestimate the lessons of the past, for those lessons will propel us to even greater heights than those who came before us. So that being said, I encourage you guys to touch the sky without looking down. Thank you, graduates, and I hope you have a great day. I'm proud of you all.
I love that. I'm proud. Really proud. Oh, okay. Please, I would like to bring up one of my QCC incubator colleagues, as well as the director of the Male Resource Center, Mr. Jamal Biggs.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So I wanted to actually talk about the Male Resource Center before I actually introduce my speaker. I thought it was really important that you guys know that the Male Resource Center was officially opened in August of 2023. It was really important for me to kind of mention that because I really appreciate everyone that's here right now. When looking at the college and looking at what our students wanted on the campus, they wanted a place on campus in which they felt safe, in which they have access to everything that they need in order for them to be successful, but also a way in which we can bring together community, where students felt that they can connect with other students that look like them, that talk like them, and experience the same things that they experience. So during that time, prior to the official opening, we started to actually roll out a lot of the information and the programming that we wanted to do with the center, starting in January of 2023. And I took that time specifically to work with our students like you, and in your peers to find out what are some of the things they would like to see on campus. And what I learned was that you guys wanted to connect more. You guys wanted to have more programming that was culturally responsive, that was something in which you can identify with. And I'm very proud to see that you guys are all here today being able to experience that feeling. So going into that, my speaker, Mr. Danye Burton, is a student that worked in the Male Resource Center as a peer mentor, but he exemplified what was important for all students, right? Someone who wanted to make sure that they accessed all of their resources, someone that wanted to make sure that they gave back to their fellow man, as well as to make sure that if anyone had any questions or concerns about anything, that they knew that they had someone that they can connect with on campus. So a student that graduated in December, graduated on the Dean's List, and also went to this semester, went to UAlbany, and has been successful there as well too. So I want you all to give yourself, well, give Danye Burton a hand right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I don't know if you're going to hear my heart beating through the mic, but I'm a bit nervous right now. But yeah, again, good afternoon, fellow graduates, faculty, and esteemed guests. For those of you who don't know me already, my name is Donnie Burton, and I'm a part of the graduating class here at Queensborough Community College. It is an honor to speak to you today at this Sanofka celebration, a moment that beautifully encapsulates the journey of remembering our past as we move forward. As I stand here, I can't help but reflect on my journey to graduation. I recall many challenges and triumphs that have shaped who I am today, balancing studies, multiple jobs such as being a mentor at the Male Resource Center, as well as being a peer advisor at the Student Advisor Office, as well as being, as Jamal mentioned, being on the Dean's List every semester since I've been here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was no easy feat. I honestly didn't have a personal life, but you know, it is what it is. All right, so the support from my family, friends, as well as the support I found here at Queensborough Community College, especially through the Male Resource Center, especially a big shout out to Jamal. It played an integral role in my success. They reminded me to stay grounded, never losing sight of where I came from while striving for my goals. To my fellow graduates, this moment marks a significant milestone in our lives. We stand on the cusp of new beginnings, equipped with the knowledge and experience we've gained. As we celebrate our achievements, let us remember that our journey does not end here. In fact, this is just the beginning. As each step is built upon the foundation of our past, our culture, and the lessons we've learned. As we move forward, I encourage you to carry the essence of Sanofka with you. Embrace your heritage, honor your experiences, and let them guide you. In the face of future challenges, remember that looking back is not a sign of regression, but a way to gather strength and wisdom. Strive for excellence, remain humble, and never forget the roots that have grounded you. Congratulations, and may your future be as bright as your dreams. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, William and Danye. Let's give them another round of applause. At this time, I'm going to ask my colleague, Stephen Atkins, to come up here yet again, and he is going to introduce our keynote speaker.
Good afternoon again. Before I introduce our keynote speaker for today, I want to acknowledge the three student leaders who came up here and shared some excellent words with you guys. True excellence in the making and continuing. Dawn Walker, Vice President, Communications and Marketing at the SUNY Downstate Health Sciences University. Dawn directs comprehensive communication, public relations, and marketing efforts for Downstate's diverse network, including its 5 schools and colleges. Its teaching arm, the University Hospital at Downstate, and its research enterprise. She also plays a pivotal role in enhancing executive presence and promoting the accomplishments of students, faculty, and researchers. Dawn actively contributes to her community as a board member of the College Community Fellowship, a New York City-based reentry program to support women seeking higher education. She has also served as a former board secretary for the Medgar and Marilee Evers Institute in Jackson, Mississippi, and held a past role as a New York Foundation trustee. Before her work in higher education, Dawn served as a deputy press secretary to New York City Mayor, Mayor Bloomberg, managing the portfolios of 2 deputy mayors and communications for 17 corresponding agencies and mayoral offices. She was also a founding member of the Women's City Network, a vital network of women professionals dedicated to encouraging women's participation in public and nonprofit services. Dawn received her bachelor's degree in communications from the State University of New York at Old Westbury, which is now called Old Westbury University, our alma mater, and her master's from a CUNY school in public administration from the City University of New York, Baruch Marx School of International and Public Affairs. It is my pleasure and thrilled that this honor was bestowed upon me to introduce our keynote speaker. I ask that you welcome her with me, Ms. Dawn Walker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I am humbled and honored to be here, Stephen. Thank you so much for that wonderful, that really sounded, that's me. I am grateful for that opportunity. You sound really good on paper, my mom should be here to hear that. But I have to thank my family. I have to thank everyone who has poured into me. Without them, those words could never have been said. I am very grateful for that. Good afternoon again, everyone. President Mangino, Provost Curtis Tweed, Cabinet members, Student Government Association members and President, members of the QCC Incubator, Dean Russell, Black Faculty and Staff Association, faculty, staff, guests, family, friends, and loved ones. And most importantly, all of the Black graduates of this class of Queensborough Community College. And yes, the words that each of these young people spoke, we have to remember them because this is how we learn. This is how we progress. This is how we grow. Thank you for welcoming me to the Sankofa celebration to build on what you launched last year. I'm honored to be a part of this legacy going forward, and I'll see you again and again and again. Today, I join you in celebrating the achievements of these phenomenal students and honoring the rich history and enduring spirit of our community. The Sankofa celebration, rooted in the wisdom of reflecting on the past to build a brighter future, reminds us of the strength, resilience, and unity that brings us together. Let's embrace this spirit as we celebrate the milestones reached and the new beginnings that lie ahead of us. Let us not be afraid of what lies before us. Today, we stand on the shoulders of the giants who came before us. I think Davia mentioned similarly the giants that whose shoulders we've stood on. We have to echo the timeless wisdom of Sankofa, the Ghanaian proverb that reminds us to look back, retrieve, reclaim what was lost or stolen or forgotten. 2 years ago, I had the benefit and the joy and the humility, it was a very humbling experience of traveling to Ghana. And I visited the dungeons. And if you've not been there, that is a place that you will never forget once you've set foot there. There is life there. There is breath there. Our ancestors are there. I stood on the ground. I touched the ground where the blood ran of our ancestors. There is something to it. There is a feeling that you cannot, and as I'm thinking about it now, I'm getting goosebumps. There is something in the spirit that lives there, and that spirit calls us to reclaim what was stolen from us. Remember who you are in this process. Today, we embark on a journey of remembrance, celebration, and empowerment, guided by these principles and fueled by the rich tapestry of our history. In our quest for knowledge and enlightenment, let's heed the call of Sankofa, embracing this past and embracing it the way that we need to. Let it envelop us. When we take it on, it becomes a part of us. Let it become part of who we are. Let it run in us like the blood ran through the veins of our ancestors whose blood and spirits I felt in the dungeons. For Black students, this journey is not merely an academic pursuit. It is the reclaiming of an identity, dignity, pride, and our history. Our Black American history is not a footnote in textbooks. It's a vibrant mosaic of resilience, creativity, and triumph against all odds. Against all odds. It is our history. Black history is American history. Read banned books. Go out there, find the banned books. You know, I love that read banned books thing. I'm actually a huge fan of Amazon, like we all are. I went out and I bought a bunch of t-shirts that say read banned books or I read banned books, and I walk around with them and I kind of want to see who's going to respond. Interestingly enough, most people respond in a positive way. But it's something that we need to take on. We cannot hide the history that's been taken from us, that's being challenged in other places across this United States. We have a history to be proud of. And as ugly as it is, we need to embrace it because we don't understand it. We are bound to repeat it. And the way that we are looking at things now, there is a strong, strong effort to try to recreate the things that we've left behind. The Jim Crow era. I sat on the board of the Medgar and Murray Evers Foundation, and as you can all know, you all probably aware of, Medgar Evers was shot in his driveway. He was 39 years old. He wanted to make sure that we all had an opportunity to claim what was ours. Let us not forget the work that he has done and all the others who have gone before us, and the work that you are expected to do. You have the responsibility, and I'm not just talking to the students here, I'm talking to each of us. We are students of life. That never changes. From the ancient civilizations of Africa to the struggles for liberation and equality, Black history is a testament to the indomitable spirit of a people determined to defy expectations and to transcend barriers. It's a legacy of kings and queens and princes, scholars and activists, innovators, philosophers, all those folks whose contributions have profoundly shaped the world that we inhabit today. Your contributions are coming. I'm looking to hear from you all. When you come back to visit, I'm gonna be here in some shape, form, or fashion, because I wanna hear what's happening. There's nothing like the education you will receive. Well, I'm a CUNY person, at a CUNY foundation, at a CUNY school. I am very much a proud graduate of CUNY and SUNY, and had it not been for the foundation that I had, I would not be here now. But despite the richness of our heritage and the journey towards education, inclusion still remains elusive to us. We still have to explain our reason to be. Why do we have to keep explaining who we are, regardless of what we've accomplished? Ask yourself that question. We should never have to explain who we are. We walk into a room, we are who we are. Walk in like you own the place. And when I say that, I don't mean walk in with an attitude. Walk in because you belong there. Not like you belong, because you belong there. And take your seat at the table. Davia mentioned walking into a room and being the only one of color. Always happens. Doesn't matter to me anymore because I know who I am. Were it not for the foundation that I've had, were it not for the work that I've done on myself, were it not for people like you all and for folks like Stephen and for committees like this that have poured into me, I could not stand here before you and feel the way that I feel and speak the words that I speak. I can't work for something whose mission I don't believe in. So if you see me, know that when I'm here from here. I was raised that way. I have raised my children that way. They might disagree, but that's what children do. It's okay. But behind the scenes, it's kind of nice to hear my kids say, look at what my mom is doing. And I get the cool mom points, and I take them. But I take that also to aspire my children and to learn and to grow. I'm from Guyana. Anybody else from Guyana? Yes. claim your legacy. I proudly claim my legacy. I see my people, thank you. I claim my legacy. And I see some more folks there, yes. We were taught in a certain way, right? And culturally it's, we were raised in a place of fear. Colonialism, unfortunately, we were colonized just like so many other entities across the globe, right? But we were taught of a place to be quiet, and that's what we lived. But as you get older and we get to a certain age, it starts to change your thinking, right? So now that I'm like this past age, and I graduated from SUNY Old Westbury, whatever, I am now at a place in my life where none of that matters. And when I say what I'm about to say, let me clarify that. I say that it's not that I don't care, I just care less. And it's not that I don't care about things, I just care less about what people think it is that I should care more about. I care about what I care about. And it's a very distinct difference, right? It's a very distinct difference. You have to know what you care about. You have to know what drives and motivates you. And it's okay to make mistakes, one mistake after another. But the other thing is, as you get older, the fear becomes less. 2 years ago, and Stephen knows this, I jumped out of a plane. And I'm gonna do it again. Terrified of heights, can't swim. I decided for my birthday, I'm gonna jump out of a plane. The best thing I ever did. And I gotta tell you, the gentleman said to me, if you can jump out of a plane at 10,000 feet, there's nothing you should ever be afraid of again. And every time I walk into a place where I have a moment of fear, I say, girl, you jumped out of a plane. And you landed on your feet. But I didn't tell my children till I was out. And then I posted the video. But every time that I have a moment of fear, and those are real, and it's okay to have them because we are human, it is okay to remember that there is something else greater than you that is holding you. Do not be so afraid that you are paralyzed by fear. And culturally, unfortunately, sometimes that is what we have been brought up to believe. Let us think outside of the box. I see all of these young people with these amazing futures and the fearlessness. I have two sons. One's a musician, one's in law school. One's a quiet, calm one. That's my musician son. And then I have my law school son who's going to take over the world. That's the one I'm scared of. That's the one I'm scared of. But he's fearless. My parents did not raise us to be fearless. Raise your children to be fearless. Encourage them to be fearless. Find your spot of fearlessness. It is critical. And I can promise you, when you wake up that one day and you say, wait, I can jump out of a plane, you will find your spot that makes you less fearful. But let me get back to some of the narratives that we talk about. The narratives of Black folks are often marginalized and erased. We can look around and see things that are changing. You see what's happening in history. You see how things are changed. Critical race theory, things that are, slavery was a business proposition. It was a lesson for people to learn how to be blacksmiths. All of those narratives that people are trying to get us to believe, we know otherwise. We know otherwise. This leaves generations of people disconnected and robbed of their history, robbed of their potential. But remember, through Sankofa's lenses, we can reclaim our stories, our voices, our right to quality education that honors our heritage and nurtures our aspirations. To our educators, I say, be the custodians of truth and champions of diversity in your classrooms. We need you. And I applaud the City University of New York for focusing on diversity, equity, and inclusion, because if we look around, this is who we are. This is who we are. And there is no reason that we should not continue along the path that we are working on to make sure that every student who comes into our doors, regardless of their color, creed, whatever the background, that student is open to getting everything that they deserve as a student walking into a City University of New York. Teach with intentionality. Make sure that you teach with intentionality, infusing the curriculum with voices and experiences of Black scholars and thinkers. You know, I was watching, I think, a Game Show Network, and there was a show called Masterminds, I think it was. And there was a question. There were two white gentlemen. There were four panelists, four contestants, two white gentlemen that were answering the questions. And there was a question about a piece of clothing that was identified, to identify a piece of clothing worn by African men, and it was a kufi. Most of us know what a kufi are, and if you don't, it's okay, because this is a place of learning. It's a piece worn on the head. The response from one of the contestants was, it's a loincloth. Now you hear that silence? That was the thing that got to me. My friends and I looked at each other and said, a loincloth. A loincloth. That was the place where that gentleman first went. A loincloth. Because what he has been taught, remember what he has been taught? And that's why history is so critical. We need to know our own history, because what he had been taught, very likely, is that Africans are swinging from trees and wearing loincloths. He would not didn't think for a moment that it could be any other piece of article of clothing. And that disturbed me so much. And to make it worse, he was a history teacher. A history teacher. And this is why Black history is so critical. Because for him to think of that first tells me what is being taught to our students. That is why it is critical to know what's in our history, to know your history, and to fight for your history. Do not be afraid to speak up for things that are critical to your learning. You have that mantle as the next generation. Even in my age group, we still have a responsibility to do so. And for those young folks, I must say, and I have young ones home myself, well, they're not really young, but you know, it's listen to your elders. You have this generation of instant gratification, and it's a wonderful thing, but listen to your elders. We do know. And we can learn something from you too. Don't be afraid to teach us, but don't expect that you have all the answers. We didn't have all the answers. So if we're going to work together, make sure that you're open to hearing what we have to say and that we're equally open to hearing what you have to say. We can only reclaim the past and understand where we've been and make strides to move forward if we work together. In terms of teaching with intentionality, make sure that you create spaces where students see themselves reflected in the lessons and that they feel empowered to embrace their cultural identities without fear or shame. I walk with my flag. My flag is on my car, my flag is in my office. You hear my accent, every once in a while it drops out. I'm here. I will tell you where I'm from. I am in the middle of it all, and I walk it proudly. Do not be afraid of who you are. Embrace yourself, embrace your other identities, embrace every shade of the melanin that we are, because we have challenges internally as well. Do not forget who you are. To our students, I say embrace your journey of learning with courage and curiosity. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to challenge the status quo. Your history is not a burden, but it's a source of strength and inspiration. Let it be the foundation upon which you build your dreams and defy the limitations that are imposed on you by those who would seek to keep you down. Remember those words, those that would seek to keep you down. Think about what I just said, those that would seek to keep you down. Your potential knows no bounds, and the world awaits the brilliance that only you can bring forth. And with your family members, your loved ones, your friends, and everyone else around you rooting for you, make sure that you pull them all together. You cannot do this by yourself. Don't assume that you can. Because the moment that we assume that we can do things by ourselves, that's a recipe for failure. Make sure that you tap into all of the resources that are available to you. And for everyone who's gathered here today, I say, let us commit ourselves to the principles of Sankofa, and not just in words, but in action. Remember, we each have a responsibility to support each other, to fight for what we believe in, to stand up against injustices. Because if we don't speak up against them, who's going to speak for us? We see that every day. We see it in the newspapers. We see it every day. We see it on the news. We see it in every aspect of our lives. If we don't speak up for others, no one's going to speak up for us when the time is necessary. And as you look around the political landscape that we're living in, be very, very afraid. But make sure that you take a stand and stand for the right and the positive thing. We must stand together as allies and advocates, amplifying the voices of the marginalized and dismantling those systems of oppression that seek to divide us. And seek to divide us is what they want to do. And this is beyond black and white now. This is humanity. Seeking to divide humanity is horrible. The moment that humanity is divided, everything else falls apart. Remember that we're human beings first. Look for the humanity in the person next to you. And because we're gathered here and we're celebrating the spirit of Sankofa and our beautiful blackness, let us not forget that we do have other people who don't look like us, who feel the same way that we do. Welcome them, encourage them, help them to learn and understand, because we cannot do this by ourselves. We are a human race. We need everyone to be a part of this human race so that we can get to the place where we need to be. And we can still claim our blackness and our black pride in the process. That never is negotiable. So for the spirit of Sankofa that we find in the power to reclaim our past, redefine our present, and shape a future where everyone has an opportunity to thrive, I thank you so much for your time today, for allowing me to spare a few moments of my time to join with you, to welcome you as my family, and to be a part of this wonderful, wonderful Sankofa celebration. Thank you so much.
Wow. I think that Dawn shared something for everyone in the room, and you can kind of pick out what was good for you. I will say this one thing, the 10,000 feet thing ain't happening, but I'm not jumping out no planes, but I salute you for doing that. This has been wonderful. I'm truly thankful and grateful I had the opportunity of being able to present Miss Dawn Walker to you guys. And on behalf of...
They're orange, I love orange.
On behalf of the QCC Incubator, the BFSA, the Black Faculty and Student Association, and the staff, Black Faculty and Staff Association, and the Student Government Association, we'd like to present these to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I don't remember it verbatim, but part of your ending was about family.
Yes.
So
it's always about family.
Queensborough Community College would now like to welcome you. It's all about family.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm an easy crier, clearly. But this means a lot for so many reasons, because I know that people like you all have poured into my children. I have 2 sons, and as any mom knows, you have young black men. I can't even finish that sentence, but I'm grateful for that. And one of the things I neglected to say was to say a special thank you to Stephen. You know, we talk about helping each other along, but not only do we have to bring each other along, we have to bring each other with us. And if were not for Stephen, I wouldn't be here. So I thank you for that. At least once a year he calls me and says, Dawn, I need you. And if I'm not here, I make sure that I can find someone for him. So I thank you for bringing me along. and my responsibility is to bring someone else along. So I will continue to do that. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't even know what to say, so I'm glad I'm handing this off to somebody else, because I definitely don't want to follow that. Thank you again, Dawn. I really appreciate that. And students, families, guests, I hope you all took something away from that. At this time, I'm going to introduce my colleague, Dr. Keisha Smith, who is going to come up here and acknowledge one of our outstanding staff members for their dedication to all of you in the audience, our Black students.
I feel like I want to tell the DJ to wait to pull it back a little bit, because need a little bit of song. That was fantastic. I think one of the things that I really love about Sankofa is that we get to hear from folks throughout the diaspora, and it really shows us how important it is to be Black and to be in company and to be with family and to understand the experiences that we have, the diversity of the experiences that we have. It's such a pleasure to stand here before you to honor people who represent the excellence that is Sankofa. We've heard from many people about what Sankofa means, but really at the core of Sankofa, it reminds us that our past and our futures are really integral to our present realities. It's that commingling of past, present, future. They're like a concentric circles going around with one another. So each year at this ceremony, we recognize one member of the college's faculty and a member of the college staff who help us shape a vision of Black excellence. Our two awardees evoke the spirit of Sankofa by reminding the college community to excel and to keep our eyes both looking at our past experiences and successes and our future achievements. Our first awardee is an exceptional member of the college staff. While she began with the college over 15 years ago, I first met her in 2020. We connected as members of QCC's Black Faculty and Staff Association. So for those of you who don't know, the BFSA was formed during the pandemic, so all of our meetings at the time occurred over Zoom. In our Zoom meetings, our awardee was always somehow like in the box next to mine. She always appeared in that box. I didn't know her, but I can say that I quickly became a fan. Even through the screen, she exuded a quiet confidence. Her comments and suggestions enriched our conversations always. Her additions were always judicious and precise. She seemed to know so much about the college. She seemed to take pride in understanding the inner workings of the college and had a keen understanding of how students should navigate various resources. As the months and the years progressed, I got to know her better. I enjoyed seeing her in action as she served on the BFSA's social committee. And her role in this committee, which was and has been instrumental in helping to coordinate some various campus-wide events like movie screenings, our Kwanzaa celebration, our Black History Month programming, and our Juneteenth celebration. I witnessed a person who works with and within details. And that's really important, that you can handle all the things, all the details that come. She's also a person that I witnessed who integrates well within a team. She's a real team player. These qualities serve her well as an advisor to the Caribbean Student Coalition, which celebrates the Caribbean's rich diversity and heritage. Her service in this capacity is not surprising to me because it's in lockstep with her commitment to ensuring student success. In her primary role in the college, she works in the Office of New Student Engagement. In this position, she ensures that each incoming student experiences a sense of community and belonging. She's quoted as saying, "Students need to feel a sense of belonging before they enter a classroom for the first time. We're a one-stop shop with an open door policy for whatever a student may be looking for, even just a friendly face." I'm struck by the honesty and care that go into her work. With all that we do to prepare students for their first foray into college, it's critical that we as faculty and staff don't forget how important it is to be a friendly face. I'm so happy that we have people like our awardee who don't allow us to forget that our students deserve a rigorous academic experience, a welcoming college community, and faculty and staff with friendly faces and open door policies promoting belonging and success. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Belladine Bella Carey on her service.
I don't even know what to say. Oh my gosh, thank you.
That's my friend.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. All I can say is thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I do all what I do from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys. Shout out to the Curvin Club. We always show up and we show out. But thank you for this. This means the absolute world to me. Thank you so much. Wow.
Now I want to bring to stage my esteemed colleague, Dr. Carrie Ann Smith, to the podium to announce the Faculty Award.
Good afternoon. Since we're talking about where we come from, where me come from? Okay. Good afternoon. I don't know, this is broken. It's quiet in here. I don't really do quiet. My students know, they come up there, it's noise. Good afternoon, everyone. Food soon comes, it's from the door. Don't worry, it's the food outside. Today we celebrate our incredible Black faculty at QCC. As Black faculty, our work transcends our classrooms. We mentor, we inspire, we advocate for students, enriching our campus and propelling our college forward. As role models, we demonstrate the power of education, while our unique experiences broaden discussions and foster inclusivity. Our scholarship deepens understanding and challenges us to think critically. Beyond academics, we champion diversity and equity, creating safe spaces and building a more welcoming QCC. Thank you, Black faculty, for your dedication, excellence, and unwavering commitment to our students and to our college community. That's something I'm gonna stop and drop. Today's recipient of the Faculty Award, and you guys should know that we're a committee that votes. We kind of watch each other throughout the year, and then the committee kind of decides who needs to be highlighted this year for their work is in the background and people hardly see it. And so we, as a committee, we always choose someone whose work we think is remarkable and needs to be highlighted at the college. Teaching Introduction to the Art of Dance, Repertory, Dance Workshop, Modern Dance, and Ballet, our recipient received her MFA in dance at the University of Maryland while also pursuing her studies at the Laban Certification Program to become a certified movement analyst.
She enjoys exploring the awesomeness of dance with her students and is taught at several colleges across the country. A Washington, D.C. native, we'll excuse her for that. She was a longtime member of the Dance Place resident company, Deborah Riley Dance Projects. She continues to bounce to and fro as a founding member of B3W Performance Group based in Queens, New York. She good now, she good now. Her work, described as beautifully moving through internal and external cycles of imitation, instruction, revolt, struggle, instability, and support, has been presented in Washington, D.C., there go that D.C. again, Baltimore, Maryland, Brooklyn, New York, Lubbock, Texas, and Potsdam, New York. Nicole McClam received a CUNY Black Race and Ethnic Studies Initiative grant in 2022 and 2023 to develop a multi-campus CUNY BA degree in dance from the African diaspora. She is a phenomenal professor and a mother to Naomi and an esteemed member of our faculty at QCC. Everyone raise your, I wasn't gonna say raise your glass, Lord, y'all know I've been in the wrong places this week. Give a round of applause for Professor Nicole McClam. They don't know that we're doing it. It's all surprise.
I don't have a speech prepared, so I'll just say thank you. I did not know I was going to get recognized because I do like to fly under the radar as a baseline. So thank you so much.
All right, Lord of mercy. All right. In our communities, and I don't mean to be sentimental, but in our communities, there's often the saying, give me my flowers now, while I can receive them, because I don't know for how long I'm gonna be here. So part of this ceremony is the act of giving flowers. I know y'all want your stoves, just work with me for 5 more minutes. We in the Black Faculty and Staff Association and the Incubator believe in giving flowers to those who have done the work at QCC, and sometimes they're recognized, but we honor them for the things they've done. This year's flowers, and excuse me if I cry a little bit, fragrant and vibrant, are for Professor Constance Williams, a QCC pillar since 1991. From Hampton University to the University of Michigan to Queens College, her journey is an inspiration. Though life may have presented her challenges this year, her resilience and unwavering support for Black students and Black faculty, along with her dedication to community service, make her a true rock. Professor Williams, the Incubator is honored to present you, and my soror, by the way, she is a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. Put your hand down, Ray, put your hand. Incorporated. Professor Williams, the Incubator is honored to present you with these well-deserved red and white flowers. Please stand as she comes to the, she's our archivist at the college. I couldn't tell you. If I told you, you'd have killed me. You'd have killed me.
What I can say is I'm totally surprised, and my dear, dear, dear soror, I will deal with her later, but thank you so much for remembering me. It's been a very hard year, but I'm so thankful to be here with you. Love the students, love you so much. Continue always to be great as you are, and always love the library Thank you.
World can be so cold, but you are always warm. When my back is tired, you take me in your arms. You're the moral compass directing me.
All right, y'all keep moving this thing around. Okay. All right, so the time that you all have been waiting for is now upon us. So at this time, I'm going to call Mr. Stephen Atkins up here to get the Kente cloth ceremony started. You forgot?
Last year I was out on leave, so I didn't get a chance to be a part of this wonderful celebration. I got my cardio in today, though. Y'all didn't catch that. Anyway, today has been wonderful. I'm so grateful and thankful to have been a part of all that's going on, all of the speeches that have inspired, encouraged, and pushed for action. I hope that this is something that you guys will take away with you and remember it when you leave here today, not just went to the Sankofa for a celebration, had some food. No, this is something that today should be remembered as you continue on your journey from here. This is leading up to a letter to our students. Dear graduates, the Kente stole that you will receive today holds a significant meaning for Black graduates. It is a symbol of heritage and identity. Kente cloth is a rich textile with a long history in Ghana, West Africa. By wearing a Kente stole, you are connecting to your ancestral roots and celebrate your African heritage. It celebrates achievements. Traditionally worn by royalty in Ghana, the Kente stole signifies achievement and excellence. During graduation, it acknowledges the hard work and dedication it has taken for you to reach this academic milestone. Pride and solidarity. The Kente stole is a way for you, our Black graduates, to express pride in their heritage and culture. It also represents solidarity with the Black community and the many Black scholars and leaders who have paved the way for future generations. You now join in this rich legacy as you continue to strive for excellence in academic pursuits. May the stole be a symbol that allows you to connect your past, present, and future. It is a way to honor our history, celebrate your accomplishments, and look forward to a bright future. Letter to the graduates.
Our first graduate is Eric Sowers. Kamazi Hopkins. Grayson Ross Graham. Ajani Hunt.
So all the graduates, come up with your special person. This is it. This is the moment. So bring your, it's okay, we're telling you now, bring them now. That's all right, we'll do it over, don't worry.
You want to come again?
Just come back up.
Come back up. Courtney Evans Wall. Flora Washington. Nakia Johnson. Colette Henderson Douglas. Isaiah Wells. Tyreek Williams. Andre Aglin. Davia Willis. Renee Diaz Miller. Sophia Sears.
Manuel Peralt Jr.
Come back now, yes. See you, Michael.
A Johnny Hunt again. Danye Burton. Awese Sewe Jonathan.
Hello, Kerry and Keisha, hold on. After you receive your stole, please sit back down. The ceremony is not over, and we have a reception afterwards. Thank you.
Nastasia Gonzalez.
Oh, yes, I know you. I know you very well. I miss my spell check on my phone.
Anthony Exum.
I'm glad you can make it.
Talifa Bent. You guys can make noise, you know. It's not thank you.
Oh, I saw.
Wanda James.
Kimani Green. Paula Vance. Cristaina Fonois. Ebonique Brown. Cassandra Noreston Paul. Ebonique McDaniel. Janelle Trotman. Shamanique Jackson. Abigail Obule Joseph.
Come on. Y'all couldn't wait to say that.
Jason Spooner. Joelle Roach.
Stephanie Marie Flowers.
I'm giving you a hug too. Don't worry, this is your momentum. Come over here, Samantha.
Chantal Amanda Edwards. And Nathaniel Augustave. Woo! Oh. Lakia Clark. Carolyn Parker. Faza Armfield Ability. Brandon Grant. Get your cameras out because this is about to be a moment. Camera, get the camera ready. Stand there. David Shepard. Rebecca Gamble. Sierra Weston. Marcus Pitters and his crying mommy. She's so cute. Marcus Pitters. Aww. Aww. Shannon Walker.
Pearl Benjamin. Natasha Griffiths, presented by Courtney Heron.
Carrie and Keisha, can you hold on for one moment, please? Ladies and gentlemen in the house tonight, please give it up for your class of 2024 salutatorian, Mr. Michael Delva.
Michael Delva. Jody Ann Dixon. Wait.
Grayson Ross Graham again.
You nervous? Don't forget to look for the camera. Diverso. Diverso. I don't have that.
Jenny DeVerso.
One thing we don't do is I know. I was there. I was.
Ketsia Deuce.
You're welcome. Is it yours?
Lois Pierre.
That's it, right?
All right. At this time, I'm going to ask, do we have any graduates in the auditorium from last year? If so, please stand. We just want to give you a round of applause for coming back. Thank you. So at this time, you saw that we have a tribute on here. And while Mr. Wade couldn't be with us today, I want to make sure that we still do that. So I just want to take this opportunity to recognize a student. I don't know if I can do this. Whew. I can't do it. To recognize a student who's, why can't I speak? Whose presence lit up our campus, Miss Claire Dupree. Sadly, we lost Claire in August of 2023. But I want everyone here to know that Claire was a performer. She loved to sing, she loved to dance, she loved to write poetry. Last summer, Claire sent me a poem that she was particularly proud of. And so I just want to make sure we honor her by sharing a little bit of that poem. So Claire entitled the poem, I Am the Change. And so the last lines of that poem are, I am the change the world wants to see. It's up to me to believe in what I can honestly see. A vision that really is for me. The difference I will make with endless possibilities. You can do it too if you believe. And so like Claire, I hope you all move forward in life, believing in yourselves and recognizing that you are the change the world wants to see. So can we take this time to honor Claire with a round of applause? So Claire does have a stole, and we will be presenting it to her family. And she will also be getting a posthumous degree on Friday. So. Whew. See, that's why I didn't want to do that. All right. So You all look amazing. And so at this time, before we go to our pledge, I want to invite Miss Shamanique Jackson back up here for a tribute song. Did she leave? Oh, you're behind me? I was looking for you. Thank you, Shamanique.
Each day I live, I want to be a day to give the best of me. I'm only one, but not alone. My finest day is yet unknown. I broke my heart for every gain to taste the sweet. I face the pain. I rise and fall. Yeah, through it all, this much remains. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. There in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. I've lived to be the very best. I want it all, no time for less. I've laid the plans, now laid the chance. Here in my hands, I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away, and the answers are all up to me. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny. There in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity.
All right. So at this time, I am going to ask our graduates to stand up and repeat after me. So this is your commitment statement. So the stoles you are wearing, it's more than just, a stole for you to wear at graduation. The words that you are about to say are your commitment to yourselves, to QCC, and to our community. So in the spirit of Sankofa, y'all cannot be serious. I'm standing between you and food. So, if y'all want to eat, y'all better find some energy. In the spirit of Sankofa, I will continue to fulfill my dreams of completing my education. I will strive to become the best version of myself while pouring into my community. I will live so that my life will inspire others and will always reach back to my alma mater, QCC, to mentor others. I will stay connected to my QCC community and always seek help as needed. Now I need y'all to say this last part loudly, or we're going to keep repeating it. I am because we are. Thank you. All right, stay standing. Continuing students in the room, so our volunteers, those that'll be here in the fall, graduates don't sit. Any continuing students we have in the room, I want you to repeat after me. And I know there's only a handful of y'all, so pressure is on. In the spirit of Sankofa, I said there's a lot of pressure on y'all because there's only a few. Come on. I hear y'all in the hallway. I hear you in Bella's office. Oh yeah, you hear me. In the spirit of Sankofa, I will continue to fulfill my dreams of completing my education by first graduating from QCC. I will strive to become the best version of myself while pouring into my community. I will remain an active member of the QCC community and will be a role model for incoming students. I will seek help and be of help to others in the QCC community. I am because we are. All right, stay standing. And lastly, faculty and staff in the audience and on stage, please stand. In the spirit of Sankofa, I will continue to support QCC students and be of help. I will support their endeavors and encourage them to fulfill their dreams. I am because we are. Thank you. Now everyone give yourselves a round of applause. All right, everyone can be seated. I promise we're almost done. I'm just gonna have my colleague, Mr. Rodney Shannon, come up and he's going to acknowledge everyone who made this event possible, and then I promise we will be coming to an end. Thank you, Rodney.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to make this short and sweet because I know everyone's ready to get outside and eat some of this great food that we can thank the SGA for providing for all of us. Please. So first, I'm going to thank the QCC Incubator. Without their tireless dedication to this process and making this dream a reality for each and every one of you, we probably wouldn't be here today. So thank you to Mr. Stephen Atkins, Mr. Jamal Biggs, Dean Tacola Russell, Dr. Carrie Ann Smith, and Dr. Keisha Smith. Give them all a round of applause. Next up is Cabinet. Without their support, none of this would be possible. So thank you, Dr. Christine Mangino, Dr. Phyllis Curtis Tweed, Mr. Stephen DiDio, Ms. Linnea DeBose, Dr. Gisette Forte, Ms. Lois Fullerman, Ms. Amaris Matos, Dr. Brian Mitra, Ms. Nelmi Negretti. Hopefully I didn't butcher that too bad. I see some other people over here, Dean Pullen, Dean Corradetti. Did I miss anyone? All right, so thank you them all. To the members of the Student Government Association, Ms. Davia Willis, Mr. Benjamin Wade, Ms. Bibi Khan, Mr. Abdul Wahab, Mr. Rena Diaz Miller, Ms. Soraya Buhiza, and Mr. Jaskaran Singh. To the Office of Student Activities, who make so many things so much fun for you guys here that you probably don't realize it. We'd like to thank Ms. Gisela Rivera and Mr. Ray Vallel back there somewhere. To the QPAC staff who makes this all seem so easy, not realizing how much effort it takes to produce this, Ms. Susan Agan, Mr. Vincent Takali, and Mr. John Funky. To the Door Restaurant for providing all of this food that you're going to go out here and enjoy, and the photo booth vendor, Raymond Williams Entertainment. Be sure, if you haven't done it already, to take a picture when you go out. And, we also have the members of the BFSA. Please stand and be acknowledged. Come on. To Buildings and Grounds, who keep this campus looking so pretty. And to QCC Public Safety, who keep us all safe, even though it seems like they give us a hard time sometimes. They're just doing their job. So lastly, I'm going to read off the special thanks to Miss Angelica May, Miss Tanisha Millette, Mr. Philip Roncarini, Mr. Leo Correa, Miss Khadijah Kamara, the Morgan Stanley Career Exploration Fund, our college archivist, Professor Connie Williams, and Professor Kevin McEwen, and his amazing drummers. Thank you all. It's been a pleasure.
All right. We have reached the end of our second Sankofa celebration. Congratulations, graduates. Everyone, please join me in giving our students a final round of applause. All right. And with that, I invite you all to join us outside, take photos at the photo booth, and come partake in a meal with us. Thank you.